Next up, 9:45 on crude. Now these ones got a little bit better here, right? Going into the 10 o'clock hour, we had a little window of some nice big movement here. Notice how we have sideways range here, guys. Sideways range here on the crude. We're going to mark up our highs. We broke above that high, got a 1 tick new high outside of that high there. We broke above that 1 tick high, and there's your breaker pattern long, 74.07. Keeping away from that big round number at 74 even. Remember, guys, don't forget about that big round number. Got to stay above it. 5 ticks above it. We got our +4 this time. We look for the +8, but if you guys were with us this morning, you saw, what was this? 1, 2, 3 strike rule. At +8, we didn't get the +8 filled, so I moved my target down by 1 tick and locked up that +7. 2 off at 4, 1 off at 7, 1 off at 2 for our runner. 19 ticks total, or 190 USD. So at this point, guys, we got a little bit of a bigger winning trade there, but you'll see here again, it's not going to last very long. The next trade here on crude, another big winner here at 1034, right? But really, for the most part, though, these moves were very modest. They were very small moves today, so we really focused on grabbing that first profit target, moving that stop up, protecting our position from risk, and keeping that money, because you can see, once again, right, we come all the way up, we reverse, and we come right back down. So the crude market today had no confidence, didn't know where it was going, and it really showed a lot in our results here. So 1034 on crude was a breaker pattern long. Once again, we'll come up, we'll break this high. You can see this, right, this high over here. We'll break this high here, mark up our swing high, and break above that swing high. There's your breaker pattern long. We take +4, +8, and then trail that stop up to +3. And you can see we put 19 ticks in our pocket here at 1034 for the breaker pattern long, 190 USD. But then just as fast it went up, it comes right back down. Again, going with what we'd already seen already this morning. We come breaking back to the downside now. We break below the 74.15s here. We mark up our swing low. We break below that swing low, and there's your breaker pattern short. So a great example here, guys, of how, A, we can use our specific trade management strategy to lock up that profit tight, so in a choppy environment like this, we don't get our heads taken off. We don't want to give back any money we make. And then you can see here, guys, we can easily go upside, downside. I can go reversals. These are very, very responsive patterns, guys. Any market environment will do, as long as I can get them fitting my rules. So the second trade here, not as big as the first one, 2 off at 4. Then, of course, move stop down to entry -1. We got bounced out at entry -3, so 2 off at 4 and 2 off at 3 is 14 ticks. Okay, that's 140 USD. So at this point, guys, about 1035 here, we had ourselves a pretty good market in front of us, right? About 50, 60 ticks so far. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Next up here at 1049, just a little bit, sorry about that. Next up here at 11 o'clock now, sorry, 11:25, we talked about the euro trade. Final trade of the morning here now on crude. Again, all the scalps today were on crude. Here was your final trade of the morning here. Now, this is what we call a slingshot trade. Okay, now on this trade, you guys, it's called a slingshot. Now, what's a slingshot? Well, what a slingshot uses is it takes the wave pattern, right? The wave pattern where we break up, we come back down, we test the trigger line, right? That's your wave pattern there. Okay, so the goal is obviously for a wave is to get long at the test of that trigger line, right? Get long right at the test of that trigger line. Now, this is a two-step. Now, this two-step is going to go short with the intention on at 74.15. That's where my trigger line was for the wave long, right? So while the wave traders were waiting to take their wave long, and as you can see, it worked out, right? The wave long was a winner too. But as you can see, 74.15 was my target. We took it short there from 74.22. Now you'll notice right here, this price action, very, very choppy. And what happened was, if you follow me down here, momentum shifted and pointed back up. So what we had to do was we had to kind of get ourselves out of that trade because it looked like this thing was going to reverse and go right back up. So I moved my stop down to entry, and it bounced me out here at +2, +1. So 2 off at 2, 2 off at 1. That's 6 ticks or 60 USD. But the thing I wanted to show you guys here is it's called the slingshot pattern. And the slingshot pattern uses a two-step pattern entry. Okay, so it looks just like a two-step. It's a reversal entry. But the target on this is going to be the trigger line for my wave entry. All you members out there, log into your advanced course and look at the slingshot video. It's the last one on the bottom. All right, guys, total up, guys. As you can see, what's that, 7 total ticks? I'm sorry, 7 trades, guys. All winners except for that one loss there on the DX pattern. 67 ticks in, guys, 638 USD. Another good day here in the room. Even though we had that loss, we still made some pretty darn good money in a very challenging environment, as you guys saw with us today. Tomorrow, Friday, May 13th, finally Friday, 8:30 retail sales. Expect to see tomorrow a little bit of volume at 8:30. And then look, we got back-to-back, 9:15 industrial production. We'll have the 9:30 open in the middle there. 9:55 consumer sentiment. 10 o'clock business inventories. So what's going to happen here is we may have a straight 45 minutes where we cannot touch this market. Because after 9:15, we then have the 9:30 open. We then have 9:55 consumer sentiment, and then 10 o'clock business inventories. All right, guys, so get in for 8:30, and then after 10:05, after that news, right, at 10 o'clock, then we'll see more opportunity. Now, tomorrow's a Friday, so be prepared, obviously, for that hour from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock to be very, very busy. Okay, so be here from 8:30 to 9:15, or be here from 10:05 to 11:30. At 11:30, we'll do that special webinar for you guys tomorrow, as promised, today in the room. Don't forget, guys, we'll come back tomorrow morning, open up at 7:45. Make sure you guys come join us tomorrow, 7:45. We'll do the entire setup process from start to finish. We'll answer all your questions. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do webinars in the room. We get a special webinar for you guys tomorrow. If you want more information about lifetime membership, the beginner's course is great for all you trial guests because we'll give you more information about our setups, our rules, our morning routine. Everything is there to get you guys started in the beginner's course. And for more information about the advanced course, that comes with lifetime trade room access, sales at exclusivetrade.com. My name is Joseph. Call me Joe. Call me JJ. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 7:45 a.m. Another great day, guys. We've almost hit our goal for the month, and we're only about a quarter of the way through. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Bye-bye for now.